Hey, last year I had to reorganize these Sonic shelves, and unfortunately it's that time of the year again. As you might have seen in my last video, I got some new stuff that's pretty cool, like this Toy Island Eggman, and Infinite finally. But I don't have a place for him on the shelf, because he's too big, and in terms of the modern stuff, I mean, the modern stuff is already split between this shelf and this bottom shelf, so I need a fourth shelf now. But I can't just make a fourth shelf. I have to reorganize some stuff. This is my longest standing collection. I started this like 10 years ago, and I'm proud of it. But as much as I love Mario, I definitely like Sonic characters more than Mario characters, and it's like, do I need 5 Donkey Kongs? So the goal is to get this down to 2 shelves, these up to 4 shelves, and then figure out what to do with some Mario stuff. I'm gonna give it away to some people. Nice. I also have this stuff that I gotta put there, like the Supersonics, these, Luigi. So it'll be a process, but yeah, join me for it. Woohoo! So as it stands right now, these shelves have a number of issues that I need to make sure I address as I go through this process. So for the Mario shelf, I really want to put a bigger emphasis on like set pieces, because right now it's just Mario, Luigi, Toad, Peach, and Yoshi kind of standing together. There's movie stuff, whatever. And this is really the only area that's like kind of separate. You can kind of see it on screen. SH Figuarts, Luigi and Mario and Bowser, they're standing there. And I just like to have more like interactions on here, like I have on the Sonic shelf with the classic Supersonic versus Mecha Sonic, or the super modern figures. So I need to figure that out. I also need to make room for the Christmas figures. I just got an advent calendar with some Christmas stuff, and I need to make sure that I am thinking about leaving room for stuff for that, and just for stuff in general that might come later. I haven't really gotten much Mario stuff in the past couple of years, but when stuff comes, it needs space. Like the movie stuff. I'm not sure how many more amiibo are coming for Mario, but I need to make room for it. There wasn't much room for Cat Mario, so he's there. So I'll do it. So now the next step is to take all this down. I'm not kidding when I say this has been up for like a long time. I've had these shelves organized this way with some slight additions for like 5 years. Like the entire time I was in high school and now in college, this has been like this in my room. And now I'm gonna throw it all down. And there's not really any going back when I do that, so a little nervous. Oh my god. Okay, so this is more than I remembered it being. The goal now is to take all of this and figure out what figures are staying and what figures are going, like banished. Just gonna pull my chair out here. This is the banished zone, and this is gonna take a while. This might be easier if we just do keep first, because there's a lot of keep. And it'll be easier when I get down to it. Okay, first of all the daisies are keep. Best Mario character. Keeping Rosalina. There's only one of her. Gotta keep all the Figuarts, which means Bowser and Mario and Luigi. Flarsqueaky. These Figuarts figures go for way more than I bought them for. The Bowser goes for like $200 now. Gotta keep all the movie stuff, especially this Bowser, which might be my favorite guy I own. He's so cool. I like that some Jax figures, they have a gimmick, like this one breathes fire, but he's also just like a really cool figure overall. Nice. Obviously we're keeping this big old boy and this little old boy. I love Luigi's Mansion and I love having a figure from it. Gotta get all the Mario Karts, because I have all of them. All the ones from the McDonald's set. I care a lot about these because this is like one of the first times that I've ever, like on the day of a release of something, like gone around and tried to collect stuff. Like, I think next was probably Amiibo, but it was very special. Thanks, Mom, for driving me around to McDonald's. Forgot to put the rest of the SH Figuarts, like, boxes and enemies and stuff there, which adds a lot, but like, do you know how much those goddamn things cost? I'm not getting rid of it. They don't sell those anymore. All right, we're making good progress. I think the Amiibos are like a good bet. I'll nab those. Okay, nice. This is pretty much full now. And I guess, should I take Amiibo Peach? Yeah. Poor bastard, no stand. All right, this was a good plan. We're making a lot of good progress because now that we're down to it, we're getting like the specifics. I think Cappy and Nabbit definitely deserve to stay. How did I miss the totem? Right now I'm just kind of looking out into the crowd to see things that I'm like, yes, that's gotta stay. Yes, that's gotta stay. I like this figure a lot, this Boom Boom. He's silly. I miss the Peach in me, but they look the same, all the Peaches. I think I gotta keep the World of Nintendo Peach because she's to scale with all the other guys. I'm gonna pick the stuff that I'm definitely gonna give away, like this horrible thing. I believe he's supposed to climb your finger. This is a 2006 McDonald's toy, but you know that? He just sucks. This dude stinks, so I'm gonna die. I have two of these and one of them does not have hands, so sorry. Got two of these cake toppers and then the second of this McDonald's Mario. It's old coins with these ones. So I'm looking at the Fire Marios, right? Realistically, I don't need more than the one, the Figuarts one. But this one is very old for like me owning it. So I'll probably keep him. I don't think I need him though. I'll put him over there. And the World of Nintendo Fire Mario, I'll double back to that. I think we gotta talk about the Yoshis in order to move forward. I don't like Yoshi. I don't like his design. He is not cute to me. He is just a little freak. But this Yoshi was the first World of Nintendo figure that I got. And even though he's very similar to the Figuarts Yoshi, I think it's fair to keep him. This Yoshi, I don't have any attachment towards. This Yoshi's weird because he's got a paint error, I guess. Does that make him keepable? It's funny. It's so hard with these because some of them, like, I don't have a lot of love for them now, but I did when I was a kid because I've had a lot of these for over 10 years. So it's like this one, this Yoshi, I would pretend it was like Galaxy 2 and he was like flying into a stage with the way he's posed. So I look him into the eyes and I'm like, yeah, I want to get rid of you. But then he stares back at me and I feel the screaming of 1,000 childhood memories and I'm sad. I'm fine with getting rid of this egg. Let's do one decisive move. This thing, I mean, it's old, I guess. That's what's kind of keeping me to it. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna keep Waluigi because there's one of him. And I'm gonna keep this Wario. Do I need this one? I do like him, and then I have a Wario in that scale. Okay, chair's too full, so they're just in a little bin. You know, for Mario, I don't know if I should keep these, because I already have the Mario Kart ones, and like, I mean, they're bigger, but what's kind of the purpose of having this and the Luigi together? Yeah, it feels right. I'm gonna say the Odyssey Mario with Cappy is a keep, because I love figures based on specific games. That's fun. I'm gonna have to make more cuts soon, because like, that's not a third. Luigi's hand broke off here, but like, I have the Mario. Okay, let's keep him. I like this little, I believe this is a Mario Party, like Mario Party 5 or something. Old keychain. I forget how I got this. I think someone that my mom worked with gave this to me. He's little, I like him. Okay, I've got two Toads here that are identical, so I can get rid of one. You know, they made a Daisy of one of these. I need to get that one. I'm gonna keep this blue Toad, because Jack's Pacific. keep the boys together. Mario, no, this is very like 64 Mario, but I mean, it's a barrel that had candy in it with a little guy on it. They still sell these, I think. I don't need to have this like permanently in a collection. I got this at Comic-Con and I love Mario Maker. It's very special to me in a way that is too personal to describe right now, so I'm gonna put him. It's difficult for the Luigis because this Luigi is very on model, whereas this Luigi in the same pose is not, but is cooler and more funky. So this Luigi was purposefully broken off to make a Waluigi amiibo. My sister did that, but he like can't stand now, and there's nowhere for him to go on the shelf. But it is an amiibo, and I'm not sure what to do with him. A lot of these can change over time. It's gonna come down to how they look on the shelves. Back to it. This Mario is very old. He is kind of weird because he can only move his arms. And like getting Jack Specific as the master toy partner for Nintendo was really good because this was like the height of Mario figures at the time. He looks very on model. He can only move his arms. That's it. Instead of guy who's a little on model, but can move like all his boys. Okay, I got more on there, and there's more on here. I went through the Donkey Kongs. I don't like need a bunch of Donkey Kongs, so I'm just leaving it to these two. And then there's like 2 Diddy Kongs and 1 Dixie back there. I'm gonna keep this Bowser from the movie, McDonald's, and I'm gonna keep this Bowser because it looks like he's taking a shit. I'll be honest, because of the amount of stuff here, I've kind of forgotten some of the smaller things like this. And there's a button, I was like, what does this do? Alright, we've got a lot more over here, and now we're really getting down to it. So now it's mostly down to these Marios, this one Peach, and then some miscellaneous, like, mostly enemies, and then objects and stuff. And I'll get to the boxes later. That's a story for a couple minutes. Alright, these 4 are going, that one is staying, and I'm keeping this very little guy. He's so little. Chair. This. These are the giveaways, and now we got boxes. So I've stated in the video last year that I use boxes and magazines and other stuff related to whatever the shelf is to kind of build like a topography for the shelf. Like I have platforms for different things. I have backgrounds so you're not looking at like a blank wall. Like these shelves, Steven Universe shelf, the whole wall is covered and it's like, you know, this is a puzzle, but it looks interesting and it matches with the colors and everything. And then the Pac-Man shelf, there's these game boxes and stuff so that you're not just looking at like a blank wall the whole time with figures just like standing up in a row. Having like a topography makes it look interesting and gives like kind of a dynamic to the shelves, and that's why I use those. The issue at hand is I have a lot. There are a lot of them, and going through some of these, there are some that I have forgotten about and some that don't need to be here. Like I couldn't get rid of them. So I need to figure out what, because that's the other thing. I think a lot of the space on the shelf before was taken up by these, like by these decoration. Like the Donkey Kong box took up probably 1/3 of the bottom shelf. So getting rid of that and figuring out what stays and what goes on the shelves, I think will help. Like cut down, make 2 shelves a lot easier, especially fitting all this. So yeah, I gotta be careful though, because this has my friend's full address on it and he doesn't know why, but we found it somewhere and he was like, oh. Okay, these are keeps because I put the ornaments in them when I'm done. I'd like to keep these coins. I actually got these for a lot cheaper than they were sold at like a local toy resale shop, so that's cool. I don't keep things in packages very often, but what am I gonna do with coins? This is probably a giveaway. I had someone get this for me when this came out. So this is old, but I already had this. So I figured I might as well just keep it in the box instead of having 2 on the shelf. And now I can give it to someone. And it's like an in-box Mario Galaxy 2 thing. That's neat. The Wii U manual for Mario 3D World does not need to be on the shelf. I'll put that back. It is a very rainy day today. It's only like 5 p.m. I don't like winter. So upon going through some of the stuff, I forgot that I have this Mario Tennis Aces like sweatband from Comic-Con and this little Game & Watch thing, which I haven't gotten much use out of, but maybe someone else can. So I'm gonna put both of those over here. I'm not aiming the camera at it. I think I just got this because it's Mario, but on the inside they have like sketches, like seemingly development sketches. That's so cool. I guess I'll keep this on the shelf too. I love 3D Land. This is one of my favorite games. I'll keep this on the shelf because I don't think we even have this box anymore, but we also have this weird thing. All these like old renders. I love this. That goes for like decoration or something. Maybe I'll like have this more visible. I think it was just like sandwiched between something, but if I have this visible, it'd look really neat. These cool renders. I have the Mario Maker box on there because it's like a separate box. I don't need to keep these on there. I'll move these. Of course, this cool Mario Wonder shadow box will go, but as for that magazine and these like Lego ones, I don't need to keep these on here. This is National Geographic Kids. I don't care if Mario's there. I will say though, if I was like 10 when this came out, I would have gone crazy for these. Like, are you kidding me? That's awesome. I'm gonna keep these Nintendo Switch things from Comic-Con, but I don't think I'm gonna keep them on the shelf. They've never really felt right, just like being propped up against stuff, so I'll put them on my own pin thing. They're cool though. And I think for now I'm gonna keep all the SH Figuarts boxes. They've been too good to me. I got this pin set. I'll keep that on the shelf. Mario Odyssey Amiibo cereal has gotta go on the shelf because I'm not gonna put a box of cereal in the closet. It needs to be displayed or else it's just sadder. That just brings us down to these. That's going. I guess I'll put that card somewhere, but I already have them like another set, so I don't really need that. I'll put that somewhere else, and that I don't need this. I guess I'll keep it here in case I need another box. It's not. That should be fine, but like, you know, I'll see. But that's gotta go. I don't need that. All right, taking a quick break to give Teddy some food. Do you want some beans? Do you want some beans? Beans. Beans. Well, now it's lightning. Cool. So I have these sticker things that I taped up for decoration, as well as this. This I could part with. I don't need that as decoration, it's too big. But I also have this weird little ribbon. So I have decoration if I want. I'm gonna put that in the cabinet. These are of concern. I'm gonna put this in the cabinet too. I don't need to present an actual game. This is a Luigi's Mansion 3 flashlight from E3 2019. Decoration 2. More decoration, okay. And then this, I don't know what to do with. This is the first EGAD figure we've gotten since Luigi's Mansion came out 20 plus years ago. That's sad. There's some stuff here that's not really fully sorted out, and I still have a box pile, but overall, I think we're ready to get started and just figure it out as we go. I'll do a time lapse and I'll pause. I do want to note though that the Lego Mario stuff generally is still just staying here. I have Lego Sonic stuff here. Lego Mario is not built to be displayed, and I kind of tried to edit it to be displayable, but it's really hard. So I'll figure out EGAD as I go, but I think we're ready. Mario time. I still have to talk about Sonic. That's not today. I still have to do that whole shelf. Okay, they're all spaced out again, which makes it look like no progress has been made, but there was progress, and I've thrown out some boxes and stuff. So what this will come down to is how these fit on the shelves. I need to make sure that the boxes don't get in the way, so I don't know how many of these are actually going to go on, and that the figures go on correctly. I want set pieces, so I might have like a wedding set piece with the wedding amiibo, and then like a cat One, because I have some of the cat mark. I'm gonna do things. All right, I was gonna get started, but I actually decided to throw together some notes. I'm trying to get like a concept of a flow between these. Like Luigi will be on the bottom, theoretically, and all the boxes around it will kind of flow down into it to kind of like move your eye. And then the top shelf, which, I mean, for most people, I'm tall, so I can see like the level of it. This is where my eyes are. But for most people, like my friends, it's gonna be like hard to see, so I want the main interest stuff to be kind of flowing the other way. Kind of make like an eye shape of flow, if that makes any sense. Also, like the Luigi statue should be easy to take out so you can turn the lights on, because it's a cool like that. And everything else should just be, you know, pretty workable. I need to have room for the amiibo so I can take those in and out, even though I barely use amiibo. And I need to have room for some future stuff. I don't have the Peach wedding amiibo. I should really get it. So I'm gonna leave room for that if I can. But yeah, I think I'm ready. I think this is a good kind of idea to get in with, so that I have some sort of plan. I was gonna say, where's the cereal box go? Like, just goes there. We'll make it work. Okay, so this is where we're at this second. It's definitely weird because it's been the same way for years, and I'm not sure how I feel about this. I am trying to build this with sections in mind. There's this area over here with a lot of question mark blocks, although it's pretty walled in. And then this area, there's two pipes. There could be a little connection between them. Oh. And there's like stuff here. Up here, there's a full area on top with pipes here and here also. Something could stand in that pipe, who knows? I'm trying to place like bricks all around. And yeah, this kind of has more of like a bookshelf feel, which I think is kind of neat. Although I do wonder if it's good that everything's all, this is a lot brighter than I thought it would be. If it's good that this is all closed in. As is, this is pretty open. And the issue is like, look, I kind of like how this is like that. It's like, oh, that's gonna look nice when stuff's on it. But maybe not all that stuff. That might be too much stuff to put on this. So I guess the plan right now is just to try and like, I mean, last time I did a video on this, I was not sure about how I was feeling about the Sonic shelf, but I just gotta try and see how stuff shakes out, and then from there I'll have to determine if I need to kind of rework some things. I like the general idea of this. I like that Luigi has got a focus, but it is difficult to take the figures that I have and break them up into two shelves without making it like overly cluttered. We'll see. The time lapse didn't work, and this isn't faring much better. Okay, so I'm struggling a little because I like how this bottom shelf looks, right? Let me get a look at that. We got Luigi here, big centerpiece, and then the Mario stuff, ignore this. The Mario stuff, they're all chilling, right? And then over here, we got Luigi right in this pipe. I like that. And there's like Peach and Luigi's right here, and Peach is a Mario Wonder. It's visible. And then we get to this shelf, and it's all falling apart. It's crowded. It's just like there's no room. I have no room to put Wario anywhere. I got nothing. I like the amiibo area, but then you get back over here, and there's still so much stuff. I legitimately forgot how much Mario stuff I have until I put it on the bed, and then I was like, oh my god, Uh-oh. And now I'm trying to like take 10 years of stuff and compress it into 2 shelves. That doesn't work. At least not with the Luigi statue there. Uh-oh. Shit. This is a real low point. Not sure what the plan is here. Because I'll be honest, like I've been working on this shelf for a while. It's been around 8 hours something. There's just so many figures. Like, I thought I knew what was going on. I got them down and I was like, that's so many. I thought I had a plan, and now I don't. The newly thought out plan. Half thought out, but it's still new. I don't think he works here. I think it's gotta go somewhere else that's not on the Mario shelf, because although I like it being there, it just can't be there. It needs to have nothing behind it, nothing in front of it, and almost nothing to the sides of it. That takes up a lot of room, you know? I can't do that. This is sticking to my arm. So I guess I gotta start over. That's fun, right? That's cool. Love that. Let's see if I can sleep in my own bed tonight. Okay, Luigi's over there, which means now we're making progress. I have Luigi's still here. Next to them is the Peaches, and then the other princesses above them with a lot less room because there's not a lot of Daisy stuff. And Teddy is sleepy. Then we have Toad with a little mushroom thing up here and a little cat Toad up here. The Yoshis are taking, I guess, center stage, and we have Mario's with power-up guys to go here. And I just want to say, why is this guy like take up the most room possible? How come when his arms are down, they are just spread out to the side? How come this tail like doesn't bend in a way that works? So he's just always taking up so much room. I wish I didn't love 3D Land this much to want him. So now I have Nabbit back there. Everything's coming together. You know, I got this here, power-ups and stuff. All that's looking good. Up here we have the Bowsers kind of going like in this kind of curve here. And there's room for a wedding Peach whenever I get her. We got the Wario, Waluigi, and DK, and more amiibos. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's just too many guys. I put all the Mario stuff up so that like I know where those are. I know where the characters are. And then it's like, okay, well he's got too wide of a stance to put like in a thing. Kamek's too big, but I really like this figure. I want it displayed. This needs to be balanced against something unless I have him like floating on a platform. But if I do that, then I need the stand for it. And then I need like enough room for the arm to come up. I don't know where these Koopas go. Like the only solution I'm coming to is what if you just had a third shelf? I really thought I could cut these down further. Right? Prime Sonic plush that I think looks funny.
I don't have time to deal with whoever you are.
He gets me. This is so frustrating to me because like I can't start over. I like how these look. I like how all this looks. I think this is a very natural kind of feeling. I got Luigi, Peach, Toad, and Mario, and I guess also Yoshi all here and accounted for. I like that Nabbit's kind of hidden in the corner next to the Mario Wonder thing because he's in that game, but also he's kind of sneaky. And I like that I have blocks all around, and like I got that to actually work a little. But then it starts getting a little crowded with power-ups, and it's just like I got nothing. I got nothing. Theoretically, I could try and like put them up here with the Mario plushes, because that gives me a third shelf without having a third shelf. And I have boxes in here that are like Mario boxes I can use as a backing. But then where do I put the plushes? So It has been over 12 hours since I started organizing this shelf. I always forget how long the Mario shelf takes me because, you know, there's like a 6-year time gap in between stuff with it. I don't really collect Mario stuff anymore besides like amiibo that pop up and stuff like that, so a big overhaul is very rare. I do want to say, getting all the Mario stuff down and looking at it, it's very easy for this stuff to kind of blend into the walls a little and just be like what my room looks like without me really noticing the figures themselves entirely. But getting them down legitimately reminded me of like everything. It's been about 10 years since Jakks Pacific first got the license for Mario, and that was really the start of collecting for me. At first I was just collecting like anything just because I had a collection, and I would post hauls that I do for like $5. But now, like, I just kind of get stuff that I think looks fun, stuff that I personally like instead of just buying anything, because that would be too much money. But going over all this just reminded me of like where I've come from with collecting in general, and like the goal was to get rid of a lot of Mario stuff because Sonic definitely means a lot more to me now than Mario. But these figures have been with me for so long, and the journey of like organizing them into different ways, collecting them, it's been really important to me, and I completely forgot that up to this point. And only upon doing this whole process I thought it would be done like 4 hours after I started. I didn't think this would take me this long. But it just really reminded me of like how important this is to me, why I love collecting. I love these figures, and I really care about like presenting them in a way that matters. I could just throw them all up on the shelf in a line like from back to front and have everything fit. But I don't want to do that. Because that doesn't look good to me. I really care about the presentation of these. Hopefully that's been evident in this video, but I didn't think I'd have like a journey today of like, whoa, this stuff does matter to me, even if I'm not like rooting for a new Toad release. I'm just like, yeah, I love these guys. Which is why after 14 hours, I would like to present the current Mario shelf. Here it is. It's got flaws, but I like it. Here we have all the Luigis with Nabbit kind of standing a little taller. I have a Boo here and here next to Luigi because of Luigi's Mansion. And this Luigi's Mansion is still popping out of the pipe. And there's these Daisy cars in the coin leading up to Daisy and Rosalina, who I don't have any other figures of, so it's good to put it there. There's a mushroom here to kind of signal Toad. And then there's Cat Toad at the top, along with all the power-ups, which lead to Power-Up Mario and all the Marios. The Mario van is here, as well as a Mario Kart Mario with a shell behind him. Then we have more, you know, power-ups and stuff. This kind of gold area with the Odyssey pre-order coin. And then Yoshi's, Peach's, Peach with a shell behind her to kind of mirror the Mario. And Mario here, standing in front. Up here, we have the Donkey Kongs and Warios. We have Amiibo, starting with Daisy, because she's the world's best, going all the way around with a proposal. I'll put Peach there when I get her. Then going back around, passing all the Figure Arts coins. We have Daisy on both sides, along with Cappy and Wendy, on this thing that I ended up deciding to use. There's a little Bob-omb there to fill in the space. And then we have all the Bowsers, except for this one, to mirror Mario standing in the middle. They're perfectly lined up, mostly. And then up here, we have enemies, because, yeah, couldn't fit them, but with the way it is from my eyesight, they are there. And the Bob-omb, that's not his name, the Bullet Bill, is perfectly aligned with this kind of like head-on view to be at like a 3/4 angle so you can see his other hand. And I think I like that. I like the different levels that they're at. I like how they're spaced out. Yeah. Yeah. What just fell? Oh, a Rusty fell over. Well, thank God it was not one of these. I would have screamed. Okay. Well, one shelf freed. I need to go to bed, but thank you for joining me on this weirdly emotionally relevant to me journey. It's not the best it could be, but with the space provided, I like it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, comment. See you in the next one. Wait, is this the first non-Sonic video I've made since I started doing those? Oh God.
Now I'll show you!
Oh, shit.